Well, David, was it Bueller? How did the interview go?
It went great. I've got the Bueller report right here.
Nice filing system.
It was a little awkward.
The interview?
Yeah, I felt that she was undressing me with her eyes the whole time. I mean, I'm used to it. But I found out some interesting stuff. She's Italian, of Italian heritage.
Why were you discussing that? That's
Oh,
not on the list. Remember all the things I told you to go through?
Yeah, I've got right here in the Bueller report. But it was a 5-hour interview. It was great in many ways. So it went a little long. But her father tried to revolutionize the spaghetti industry when he came to this country in the 40s, producing spaghetti, the noodle in one long continuous strand that would be 200 yards long, and then he'd go back and cut it up. He somehow thought that would save labor, but it didn't.
Well, what does this have to do with her ability to be our intern?
I think we want to look at the whole person.
No, we don't.
The whole 360-degree person. Don't you?
No, I don't.
Well, how do we know?
Did you not read the EEOC and ADA guidelines for a legally defensible interview?
I started to, but my mind, my eyes started rolling back in my head, and it was too much for me.
Well, what about the questions I prepared for you? Like,
we didn't get to those.
You didn't get to those.
We only had 5 hours. She doesn't know what a pager is. Never mind the Bueller report. How did it go jury duty?
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. I was sequestered for several days.
You were sequestered?
Uh-huh.
Well, what happens when you're sequestered? Do you get any kind of food you want to eat? Any kind of dessert? Any kind of treats?
Nothing.
Snacks?
Nothing good. So there's this gentleman who had stepped on a rake and it smacked him in the face.
Oh, jeez.
And he was suing because...
That hurts. Every time I do that, it really hurts.
Every time?
Well, I'm into new gardening and I need the rake. And we talked about nude gardening. But anyway, she doesn't do any nude gardening. I do, as you know.
Who doesn't?
The Bueller woman.
You talked to her about nude gardening?
I didn't ask her if she did it. I just told her, it came up, do you have any hobbies? And I told her, yeah. Except the one time I got stung on the haunches by a scorpion in my garden. Anyway.
I fear that I have not spent my last days in the courthouse.
You fear?
Yeah, I fear that.
Well, don't fear it.
With this line of questioning?
Yeah, it'll be fine. So anyway, what was the lawsuit about?
So this gentleman smacked himself in the face with a rake.
You mean when he stepped on it, the handle came up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm following you.
Yeah, and he's suing because there wasn't a warning label on the rake, on the handle of the rake.
No warning label. There should have been. That's dangerous if you don't know your rakes very well. That's not something that's passed down from generation to generation. Don't step on a rake. Poor guy.
It's not. You didn't live with my mom, but she would yell, "Turn that hoe over! Turn that rake over!"
Oh, the hoe. I've heard that sometimes, to turn the hoe over, but I don't know that it's appropriate for a work professional environment like this. Anyway. Hi, David Wecker here, founder and creative director of BrandFlick. Here at BrandFlick, we like to have a good time, but it's always safety first. And remember this, rakes are the 8th most common cause for gardening injuries. Be careful out there.